as we chisel on that denial and move back and forth and have the shoulda, coulda, wouldas of the cognitive process of trying to make sense out of it, we get exhausted. We move into the phase of depression, which I call sad and surrender. Now this is situational depression, which can be very different than the clinical depression. It can lead to those places, but we have this thing called situational depression. In other words, I'm so exhausted from bargaining and denial and ways of trying to run around my loss, even though it's right in my face, as each one of you know just as well. We drop. And I'm sad. I'm scared. I surrender to this process called I have a loss. And so I can't fight anymore. I realize I don't have control and I can't change that loss. This is a very important piece. Depression just means I've dropped. And this dropping is so, so important because it drops into my heart. In the fight, flight, freeze process, this is the freeze. This is where grief lives. So within those pieces, we acknowledge we have this loss. As we acknowledge that, we get to start to move to new levels of healing. We flow into higher levels of acceptance, the acknowledgement of the fact. I have these emotions and these feelings and this anguish due to having a loss. And in that, we have the opportunity to heal more and more. But from there, we start to see this roadmap that we don't do linearly, and it's not on a certain timeline, but we move in and out of an ebb forward and flow back in both directions. And we slowly meander into refinding ourselves once again in that present moment, gleaning wisdom and love from the past to help us in the present.